Do you want to know everything about lantana, a perennial flowering plant that grows in tropical region? I remember in my childhood days, it was never in my list of favorite plants because I saw them growing here and there. That's why I was not so fascinated. But now I have enlisted this plant in my collection. Sometimes I just love to watch the cluster of tiny flowers. Combination of different colors gives me an illusion of rainbow colors, and some are also the plain purple or white or yellow color. But it needs less care, less maintenance, and it blooms throughout the year. And they bloom in full sun. I have placed my lantana at this spot. They receive the sunlight from morning to late afternoon. So I have to water them regularly to have steady growth and for better blooming. Though I know that lantana is also drought tolerant, but to get more flowers, you have to water them daily. You may deadheading the flowers after each blooming to get more branches, and you may prevent the formation of berries or some fruits in some varieties of this plant. This lantana is not a heavy feeder. Don't over fertilize them. You have to remember the key points. Over fertilizer means you get less flowers and more branches, more foliage like this. I pamper my lantanas in summer days by applying some micronutrients or vermicompost once in a month. Over fertilization always stops blooming, so don't over fertilize your lantanas. If you are a beginner, don't use also chemical fertilizer. You can compare this plant with this plant. It has a lots of flowers, but it doesn't have. It has also some leggy growths. It may be due to lack of sunlight, or I might have over fertilized these plants. So now I have to prune like this way. I have to cut down these branches. This is called soft pruning, and you do it regularly to get more branches, and eventually they will give you more flowers. Actually, in early days of spring, that means last week of February or first week of March, I cut 1/3 of the overall growth or size of this lantana. This is called hard pruning. And always remember, whenever you do hard pruning, you should water them every day, and you have to fertilize your plant properly at that time. And second thing is always do hard pruning to the plants which are 3 to 4 years old. I had already lost some healthy plants because I was in a hurry to do hard pruning when they are young. So don't do that. As you know, lantanas are not heavy feeder. A good start with nutrient-rich soil while planting them in a new pots or at the time of repotting or after pruning is always a best way to get very healthy plants. The soil should be well drained, and at the same time it should retain certain moisture. So take the same amount of soil and vermicompost and coco peat and mix well properly. And for 10-inch pot, you have to add 1 spoon of fungicides and 1 handful of neem powder. After that, you don't need to fertilize more often. You may follow my soil mixture for lantanas. Usually they are less prone to any disease or even insects attacks, but for prevention you may apply pesticides once in a month while applying your other plants to avoid the attack of whiteflies or other insects. So in short, maximum direct sunlight, regular watering in summer days, applying very less fertilizer, soil, and that retains certain moistures, and soft pruning regularly. These are the key points you have to remember. This is Gitanjali. Thank you so much for watching this.